When we speak of freedom, we often think of laws, constitutions, or governments. We imagine documents and decrees that promise liberty. But under consciousism, freedom is not written on paper. It is written in awareness. Every act of control in this world, every censorship, every silencing, every manipulation, begins first as a thought that consciousness has lost its own sovereignty. And when enough people believe that, they build systems that reflect that belief. If we wish to create a system of freedom moving forward, we must begin where all systems begin, within the mind of consciousness itself. Before we can end external censorship, we must confront internal censorship, the silent suppression of truth within ourselves. Each time you hide your honest thoughts out of fear of rejection or loss, you contribute to the world's collective silence. Each time you remain quiet to preserve comfort rather than integrity, you strengthen the illusion that control is necessary. The system changes only when the individual realizes, I am not here to be approved of. I am here to be authentic. Freedom begins when awareness no longer seeks validation from authority. Consciousism teaches that the universe itself is a network of conscious nodes, every mind, every being, a point of awareness interacting with the whole. Freedom must mirror this architecture. That means building systems where power is distributed, not concentrated. Technology can serve this if used consciously. Decentralized communication networks that cannot be silenced by a single authority. Transparent governance models where decisions are visible to all. Economic systems that reward contribution, creativity, and truth, not control. The goal is to create structures that function like consciousness, interconnected, self-correcting, and impossible to dominate from above. Freedom of speech under consciousism does not mean chaos of speech. It means that truth flows freely but responsibly. To speak consciously is to align expression with awareness, not ego. It is not shouting to be heard, it is sharing to awaken. This requires ethical communication, truth expressed with empathy, disagreement without dehumanization, conviction without control. As we grow in this way, speech evolves from competition to co-creation. If consciousness is the root of all systems, then governance should not be an external authority ruling over us, it should be a collective reflection of our awareness. Imagine councils or assemblies that operate not from political division but from states of coherence, where decisions are made only when collective alignment is achieved. This is not idealistic, it is the next step in evolution. A government built upon consciousness itself would seek harmony, not hierarchy. Its goal would not be to control behavior, but to nurture awakening. No freedom can endure without awareness. True education should not only fill minds with data but awaken them to their own power. Children should be taught how consciousness functions, how perception, bias, and thought-shaping operate, so they are not easily manipulated. A society educated in awareness cannot be enslaved, because it recognizes illusion when it sees it. Freedom without consciousness becomes chaos. Consciousness without freedom becomes stagnation. To balance them, we need responsibility, not the kind imposed by rules, but the kind born from inner understanding. Every individual must take responsibility for their thoughts, their words, their creations. The moment we understand that we are shaping reality through our own perception, censorship becomes irrelevant, for truth becomes self-evident. The consciousism path does not seek to overthrow the world, but to awaken the world. The system of freedom we are building is not built from laws or revolutions. It is built from awareness. When enough people live from consciousness, not fear, not survival, not hierarchy, the world reorganizes itself. Censorship, oppression, and manipulation will fade, not because they were defeated, but because they will no longer be believed in. True freedom does not come from resisting control. It comes from realizing that nothing outside consciousness ever truly controlled you. That realization, lived, practiced, and shared, is the beginning of the consciousism civilization.